So I mean, I hope Liverpool don't win this, but I feel the title is City's to lose now.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say so. I think
I don't
eventually,
want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx it, but I
yeah,
I, I I hope title is City's to lose now.
I would say so. I would say so because if you look at, I think if you look at City, they honestly, I'm yet to see them like going up against the rails and they haven't lost stake though. The two draws that they had, fair enough. They've had some. There was those are stupid draws,
Yeah,
like
that happens. Yeah.
which happens. They still have De Bruyne to come back. They still have Rodri. तो ठीक है ये नहीं आएगा immediately, but De Bruyne coming back is going to be a big push for those guys. Haaland. Oh, by the way, Haaland's goal drought is over. That massive 3 game goal drought that he had. Poor guy. I don't know how he was surviving all this time without the goals. But
What a fantastic goal! He was
off
he was completely off balance.
गिर रहा था वो.
He was completely off balance, and still he managed to score that goal. What a fantastic finish that was!
No, but and I'll tell you, I mean, I look at Erling Haaland and he's, there are always ways to stop. There are always strategies to stop a certain striker, right? I don't know how do you stop him?
Yeah.
He's good in the air. He's got good pace. He's got a good left foot. He can finish from the right. He can head the ball in. And as people say that he can't bring people in, I don't agree. Yeah. He brings people in different ways. You don't always need to hold the ball up to bring people in, or you don't always have to, give those quick Vinicius type passes to. Oh, सबको वैसे करना नहीं होता. Even some of his off the ball movement, if you look at some of the off the ball movement that he does in his games, it actually gives space for the likes of Gundogan or so the likes of Foden to, or the likes of whoever is playing Nunez or Bernardo to make those runs into the box. People sort of sleep on that part of his game. I think he's excellent. I think he's excellent.
He's 24, by the way. He's just 24.
Yeah, but robots don't age, no. He can play for the next 35 years. Till Rust finally settles in. तब तक खेलते रहेगा.
God, unreal striker. Now, who do you enjoy watching more, Haaland or Mbappe?
Oh man, it's a great question. I mean, again, I like electric pace more than what Mbappe, more than what Haaland does. So maybe I'll say Mbappe, but watching an Erling Haaland finish is a thing of beauty. Like
Yeah.
there are always certain times when he's at a certain angle with the goalkeeper. देखो पता है वो हम डाल रहे हैं. You know he's going to score. So he's brilliant, but Mbappe, I think Mbappe hasn't really, he's not clicking at Madrid yet, but and Mbappe in full flow, like the Mbappe we saw in the World Cup final. Oh, thing of beauty.
God.
Thing of beauty that was. मतलब, literally impervious. You couldn't touch the guy. So, and there's always that thing about pace, right? Like
Yeah.
there's always that
Always.
thing about someone who can just run past everyone is always. So I would say Mbappe. But today, if you were to ask me, I would rather watch Vinicius than either of those two. Because that guy is something is clinical, man. That guy is last season, I mean, he had what 20 odd goals, 15, 16 assists. That's not a, I mean, let's not compare him to Cristiano, Messi were on a different.
I mean, that's not a fair comparison. Yeah.
Those two were just nuts. 70 goal, 80 goal, 90 goal, and all of that. Let's keep that aside. But for the new generation, Vinicius, Mbappe, Erling Haaland, all these guys. So I mean, we are taken care of for the next 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah, even I prefer watching Mbappe more than Haaland, to be very honest. Yeah,
This
as you rightly said, there is something about electric pace.
yeah.
The way he dribbles past opposition, past defenders without even realizing,
So
without
good.
them even realizing, in a flash, and that's he his style of play. Ronaldo in his early years,
Yeah.
in his, or probably his first United spell, and early in his Real days, was something. Of course,
Yeah.
Ronaldo had so much more to his game, but still, he was a similar player.
Correct.
So it is easy to compare Mbappe to Ronaldo than Messi.
Correct. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Erling Haaland, if you think about it, he's a throwback to a 90s striker. or a 2000 striker, right? So I would say somewhere he's like a Ruud van Nistelrooy. He's somewhere in the mold of a Shearer or a Drogba, like a
Yeah, yeah,
proper, like
okay.
he's not going to drift out wide. He's not an Henry.
Yeah.
He's not going to drift. He's not a Suarez. He's not going to drop into midfield or go to the right wing, left back, right back. He's not a Rooney. He's not going to do all of that. He is very clear. My job is to score goals. I'm going to occupy. That is why you see him having so few touches in a game.
Mm.
He doesn't have too many touches in a game.
Mm.
It's not like he's a ball hogger. Like so many times we've seen number nines who will get like multiple touches and they just lay it off and do all those quick things. He's like, Meko, I need like 4 touches. I will score you. I will score a goal, both of you. So I like him. I actually like Haaland as much as it pains me to say this.
Mhm.
I like the guy. I like even watching him finish. I would pay money to watch that guy put the ball in the back of the net.
We
But
could have signed him for about 15 millions, I think 50 or 20 millions.
forget it, man. We could have signed क्या छोड़ यार. Bellingham को भी हम लोग लेके आया था, and we were again going around talking about it being fucking Disneyland or something.
We could have signed Tony Cruz for 20 million.
But of course, at that point of time, I think Tony Cruz was when this guy, when Van Gaal became manager. Na? Yeah, there was no way he was going to come to play for Van Gaal. So वो तो होना नहीं वाला.
Yeah, but when I think when Real comes in, it's very hard for other players to do this.
No one's gonna, why would anyone say like why no one's ever going to say that okay Real Madrid can wait. I would love to play for United under Van Gaal. कोई नहीं बोलना. Yeah, but I was looking. I mean, we've spoken of the top few teams, but looking at the Premier League table, Brighton and Nottingham Forest are sixth and seventh in the table. Huh? And it's not just SA 6 and 7. Brighton and Nottingham are on 16 points. They're technically 2 points off City. So a couple of results. And if you think about it, Arsenal play Newcastle. Aston Villa play Spurs. Chelsea play United. Technically speaking, if there's a draw here and there, if a couple of results, just falter, if everything goes their way, we could possibly see a situation where Nottingham Forest or Brighton, if no, Brighton to nahi hoga, they play Liverpool, Nottingham play West Ham. If they win, so good chance they could creep into the top 4.
Yeah.
It's early on and they won't last, but Brighton
Yeah.
and Nottingham, which goes back to the point we were making, right? Brighton and Nottingham itna kar sakta, so they don't have the quality that United do.
Oh God.
I'm not even going further down the table. Yeah, Brentford, Fulham, सब नहीं देख रहा है. I'm not. I don't mean to pile on the misery for you and I, but कुछ तो it's not. But you know what? In a weird sort of way, light at the end of the tunnel. यार, maybe things can only go up, right? यहाँ से और क्या बुरा होगा?
That's what we thought. That's what we thought after David Moyes left, or after Mourinho left, or even after Solskjaer left. That 2000 after Solskjaer left, that season was a shit show.
Yeah.
When Rangnick took over, it was a horrible season, and we thought,
So, honestly,
what else can go wrong?
I didn't think we would be here after Ten Hag's first season. Honestly,
Yeah,
I didn't
he
think
did.
so.
Yeah,
I was not sure titles देगा कि नहीं देगा, but I was like at least 2-3 साल comfortably top 4, maybe a title challenge, but comfortably top 4, and maybe a cup here and there. But नहीं हुआ. Didn't happen.
so I thought we would be like Solskjaer's 2 season. We were never going to challenge for the title.
Yeah.
But we did a decent job. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, we weren't like struggling. At the same time, we weren't really doing anything. And that is fine. For a couple of years, that's fine. But now this is going to be a difficult job.
Yeah.
Apna goal difference -3 hai. Hey, you know what? There is stat. I know again Abhishek isn't here today. Stat of the day देखा मैंने उस दिन. I was looking at the goal. So I just saw a tweet that was talking about the goal difference ever since Erik Ten Hag took over at United for that period. City's goal difference has been plus 130 something. Arsenal's goal difference has been positive 120. United's is plus 11.
Yeah.
Plus 11. We have only scored 11 more goals than we've conceded in the past 2 seasons.
Yeah.
2 seasons and 10 games. जो भी है.
Yeah.
Shocking stat.
Ah,
That is a shocking stat if you think about it.
yeah. And I'm just speechless. I have no hope left. And even if you see, we keep coming back to Ten Hag. I cannot think of any away win, a big away win under Ten Hag.
Not one. Genuinely not one. ना, एक भी नहीं था.
Not even one. Not against Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, City तो भूल ही जाओ.
अरे we never turned up also to win छोड़ यार. We
Yeah,
never turned up in any of those games.
it never turned up.
The only time we turned up was probably against Arsenal last season. जब भी वो end में we lost. I thought we were pretty okay in that game.
Yeah, we are okay in that game. Yeah.
But बाकी तो
So
we got
we
spanked,
we
dude.
turned up in that 3-2 game against Arsenal when that kick. Who scored that late goal against for Arsenal?
Saka वाला.
3-2 रे फर्स्ट सीजन में उसका 22-23 में.
Oh, right. We won at
Nketiah
home.
scored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember who scored.
Yeah. 3-1 अपन होम में जीते थे. 3-2 लास्ट में Nketiah मैंने नहीं ये किया. He scored the winner.
Correct.
तो
लिवरपूल के साथ तो let's not even go there.
it's not a goal. Yeah.
सिटी के साथ we've not nothing, right? Nothing. कुछ भी नहीं. होम पे भी नहीं किया यार किसी के साथ. तू क्या आवे बोल रहा है?
Okay.
Apart from maybe then that first season we won against Liverpool, we won against our second season में क्या उखड़ा हम लोग?
कुछ नहीं.
कुछ भी नहीं.
I mean, we okay. I'll be grateful forever grateful for Ten Hag's 4-3 against Liverpool.
Oh
The
yeah,
FA Cup final.
that was a good.
But because even the FA Cup final, in that FA Cup final, we were rubbish in the semi-final against
We
Newport.
shouldn't have. वो Coventry नसीब से we got through. We did not deserve to go through. 3-0 से 3-3 हुआ था.
Sorry, Coventry था ना वो मैंने गलती से रिपोर्ट बोला.
Coventry 3-0 से 3-3 था. That is beyond shocking.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't think there's a single United fan. See, we are all sad for Ten Hag because he was a decent guy.
Yeah.
Right? He wasn't a dickhead like Mourinho or Van Gaal. But we feel sad for him, but it wasn't working out. And I am just so annoyed by the timing. Summer था यार. प्लेयर खरीदने की जरूरत नहीं थी. पैसे फेंकने की जरूरत नहीं थी. Bad planning. At least get it right now. You know,
Yeah.
because now it is your team. Think about it in this way that
Yeah.
the new manager, all of y'all are starting work together. It's not like Ten Hag who worked with, say, कौन था अपना पहला? Who was our CEO?
Woodward.
Woodward के बाद कौन आया करे? था ना वो?
Arnold.
हाँ, Richard Arnold. So
Arnold.
Richard Arnold के साथ काम किया था Ten Hag ने. Then he didn't really spend a lot of time with the new team. But now all of you guys are together. Put your heads in and just try to get the club to some semblance here. कुछ तो decency. कुछ तो this can't go. Played 9, won 3, lost 4 with a -3 goal difference. Manchester United Football Club. This can't go.
By the way, in Al Clasico, Barca thrashed Real at Bernabeu, and 7 out of 11 players are La Masia graduates.
Hansi Flick is really doing some good stuff there.
Yeah.
He really is, and I think I look at Barca and it's like the skipping a. I recall the Barca of 2009 because they aren't even playing like the Barca of 2015 when they won the treble with Messi, and they are playing like the Barca of Pedro, Messi, David Villa. They're playing that sort of football. You know, when we faced them in those 2 Champions League finals, when just like they're going to keep the ball, they're going to keep the ball, they're going to keep the ball. वही था.
Yeah.
So It's good to see. It is good to see. And you know what? In a weird sort of way, it is also a throwback to early 2000s when Madrid added an extra Galactico when they didn't really need it. And Barcelona was suddenly, coming up like early to mid 2000, like Frank Rijkaard का बारसा से जब भी पेप टेक ओवर कर रहा था, suddenly you had Galacticos era में से गलत गलत Galacticos आ रहे थे, and you had these new young guys who came in. So it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun to watch what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. But I would always prefer watching Ronaldinho's Barca over Pep's
Uh,
Barca.
yeah, yeah. Henrik Larsson, Ronaldinho, all of Ludovic, Juli, all those guys. They were still. That was a fun team.
Yeah,
Thiago
it was a
Motta.
fun team.
That was
It
a
was
fun
fun
team.
team.
Rafa Marquez, all those guys. That was a good team.
Iniesta was coming up. I think Xavi did not play as much as he used to play for Pep, but yeah, Xavi was coming up. Not coming up. He made his debut, I think,
He was
2000.
already there, yeah, but yeah, he was in his like young prime, so to speak.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. You had they had Henri, they had Henri back then. Samuel
No,
Eto'o,
only came in 2000, 2007, 8.
7 8 आएगा अच्छा. They had Eto'o था.
Yeah, Eto, they had Eto.
Deco था. They had Deco.
Yeah.
What a player. Man,
And
those Chelsea games were something. Huh?
yeah, seriously.
That Iniesta winner, I watched that live. I remember
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
Iniesta. Like the hell,
I think all of us did. अपना engineering का वाइवा चालू था and we were watching that game. नहीं
as if
वाइवा था क्या तभी? Yeah, वाइवा था तभी.
कुछ भी हो, ना ही तू ना ही मैं कोई पढ़ाई कर. Not like we were doing anything value addition.
Yeah.
Engineering कैसे किया साला हमको ही पता.
Seriously. And by the way, Rodri has won the Ballon d'Or. Ballon d'Or.
The weird time to give him. No, he should have won it when they won the treble. ये साल, I mean, ठीक है, he's a good player, of course. The best in his position, undoubtedly. But I don't know.
And how petulant are Real?
Yeah.
How petulant are they? Just because Rodri is going to win, they did not send Vinicius.
That is Real Madrid, right? वो तो उनका ही है. ये बच्चा किडिश बिहेवियर मतलब ऐसा. But I did. It's not
That's
like
power, right? That's
Yeah,
power,
it's
right?
power. It's
We
power.
are Real Madrid.
I wasn't expecting class from Real Madrid anyways.
Oh,
It's not like I was expecting them to behave in a very classy, in a very understanding manner. They are Real Madrid. They do what they want. They do it when they want. They want your player. They want your player. तो कुछ भी कर ले हम लोग लेके जाने हैं. They're bullies. They've always been bullies.
they always been bullies. I mean, कितना यार? Seriously. Is there anything you want to talk about? Anything else?
No, man. I'm just going to reflect and hope and pray and do everything that is required that this finally is a new dawn to a new era. I don't know.
Ah,
मैं ये सेंटेंस बहुत बार बोल चुका हूँ. I have said this several times in the past decade, I feel, but I don't know.
I think सब यूनाइटेड का ऑफिसर्स भी ये सब चीज बहुत बार बोला हुआ है. So you're not the only one.
And all the players anyways puts posts like these on Instagram. Now we will go again. These assholes, they did the same thing. Abhi Ten Hag ka, oh boss, we were always, you were there with you in the end. अरे चूतिए, तू ही था वो जो 3-4 फिनिश नहीं कर पा रहा था. तू ही था जो 3 यार्ड का पास नहीं डाल पा रहा था. And you're fucking going out and telling that we are with you and we sympathize with you. Fuck you.
I just want to see Roy Keane in some role at United. Some role. Give him some role. Just give him a role of an observer. I am absolutely fine with that.
Chief bamboo officer देना चाहिए उसको.
I just want to see him at United. I just want to see him punching players, those who do not perform. And see what this has done is now players will be under scrutiny. They
But
will
we
be
said
under scrutiny.
But we said this when Ten Hag took over. हम लोग यही बोला था, ओले गया था वो टाइम पे, वी सेड दैट द लाइक्स ऑफ रैशफोर्ड एंड ब्रूनो एंड ऑल दीज गाइस, काय का स्क्रूटिनी, टेनाक भी उनको ही खिला रहा था. Rashford, think about it in this. I'm not blaming Rashford by the way for
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
but Rashford has now witnessed the sacking of Van Gaal, Mourinho, Solskjaer, Rangnick चल पकड़ने का तो पकड़ो, and
Oh
five
my.
managers, under five managers including Rangnick, five managers. Huh? That says something. Bruno Fernandes, integral to Solskjaer, got him sacked. Rangnick, now integral to Ten Hag, got him sacked. It's not for nothing, right?
Yeah,
But that's what I said this in the past as well. I mean, in order to show that, oh, we are turning over new leaf, selling Anthony is not going to prove that you're a serious club.
no.
Taking a call on the likes of Fernandez and Rashford, the likes, not them specifically, the likes of Fernandez and Rashford shows that you're a strong club. For them to say, okay, so if it is Ruben Amorim does not play with an out and out number 10. So we take the decision of moving Bruno Fernandes on, and we're going to bring in some other midfielder that suits this manager, or we're going to bring in a midfielder that suits what the football that this club envisages. That is real strength. That is a club acting like a club. If they're again going to go to Amorim and say Trevor kaun chahiye, and he picks up 6 players from Porto, 3 players from Sporting Lisbon, and 6 players from Benfica, वही होने वाला है वापस.
You know.
You know what? Honestly, for the next 18 months, I don't give a shit what the manager does. I want to
Yeah,
see what the idiots at the board do. Sure, the manager, I'm not saying I don't care. I mean, as you very rightly pointed out, we want to see results on the pitch. But I'm more keen on seeing the changes that they make in the way they sign their players, the profile of the players that they sign. Surely we can't have a 60 million number 10 on the bench and then again sign a 40 million number 10. I sure as hell hope that doesn't happen.
again,
I
as
said मेरे
usual.
को
Yeah.
कुछ बोलने को नहीं and I ranted for 2 minutes.
I think that's all of us. And again, on another depressing note, let's call it a day. Thank you. Thank you guys for watching. See you soon. Bye.